Well, we're at Bluebell Lakes. I'm fishing Kingfisher. I've got 72 hours to play with. It's not the first time I fished here, it's the second time I fished this lake. I come 2 weeks ago and I dropped into, I don't know the name of the swim, it was sort of middle of the lake. I dropped into a swim there for 48 hours. Unfortunately, the only bite I had I lost, which was on a zig. But I'm back down to see if I can make amends. It's a cracking water. I must admit, the stuff I seen and that, I was just itching to get back. There was a lot of fish up in the water. I chose to fish zigs, a few bottom baits in the margins. It didn't really pay off, but like I say, I learnt a lot from that session. So I'm in a swim called the Rats. I'm hoping to get quite a few off the top. Well, get them feeding on the top, should I say, not catch quite a few. This is no walk in the park, this lake. I've got a couple out on zigs. I'm not going to ignore the margins. Apparently it's a really good, they like to get in this corner here. I'll show you around the lake and that in a bit. But it's really good to be back out on the bank. I mean, this is only the 4th time I've been fishing this year. It's been absolutely diabolical. I mean, we're now in May, and this is my 4th time out fishing. One of them was a day session, the other was a 48-hour session, and they was both sturgeon fishing. But on the plus side of it, I did catch a PB sturgeon at £70. That was on my birthday. Here's the picture of that. And then I went back to the same lake with the hope of catching some sturgeon again, and I had a PB catfish, a 42-pounder. I also had a 20-pound common on that session as well. Sod's law, when you're fishing for sturgeon you catch other species. I was just fishing big cubes of luncheon meat, so yeah, I enjoyed that. But then after that I've been struggling. I've not been well at all. So like I say, 2 weeks ago, I come onto here. That was my first time out in months, and that was my first proper carping session of the year. But with 3 nights now, we should be able to make something happen. The lake is very, very busy. I got here this morning at 7 o'clock when the gates opened, and it was absolutely rammed. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about what I've got. So in here I've got a few riser pellets, I've got some dog biscuits, I've actually got some Asbo stick mix in here as well, and what I've done is I've just glugged it up in a bit of rapeseed oil, just so I can flatten the water off. It really helps if you've got a bit of chop on or whatever, if you can flatten that water off. And then obviously with the crumb and that in there, it sticks to the biscuits and that, and then obviously they leak down. You know, they sort of flutter through the columns, so I can even try spodding over my zigs. That's the theory behind my madness anyway. So yeah, hopefully we can make something happen. Bait wise, I've got the Wicked White and Pure Fish with me. I've actually got 1 on the bottom bait at the minute and 2 out on zigs. I think I've just said that already, but it's a little multi-rig. It's slightly silty and a little bit choddy there. There is a blatant gravel patch, but I've decided to back off of the gravel patch. Just advice really. Lee Birch has given me a few pointers. He fishes here a hell of a lot, and that guy catches some fish. If he gives you some advice, it's I can't ignore that. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Lovely jubbly.
Well done. What have you got so far?
Just that.
What?
Just this one.
You've been here now? Well,
I've been here longer than that.
I paid online. Found it online.
And there we go, look. First one from Kingy. What a cracker. £29.14, not quite the magical 30, but I'm chuffed to bits. Off the surface, little trim down nuts pop up. Lovely. Let's slip him back. No, it's not a PB. What an absolutely cracking morning. I didn't really do any blogging last night after that fish. I was quite tired, to be honest. Basically I banged all three out on zigs ready for this morning. I've been up since first light. There's a few in the vicinity. I expected there to be a lot more out there with what Lee's told me. But I'm sure they will get down here. I know they like to push down here in the afternoon. There's a gravel bar out there. Basically what I've got out in front of me, there's 18 foot of water in the main body of water, and there's a bar that runs across, and on top of that bar it's 14 foot. I've got all three fishing on that. I've got one zig set at 13, one at 11, one at 10, all on zigger liners. One's a black yellow, one's a black black, and the other's actually a piece of cork, but it's a red band with a piece of cork. I'm going to put out a few risers over the top and a couple of 2mm sinkers in that as well. Hopefully that might generate a bite, but I'm not going to do it just yet because they're not out there in numbers. I don't want to push anything away that's already there. But if I start to see a few more fish coming in the area, I'll put the odd one out over the top and see how we go from there. This afternoon I'm still not going to ignore them margin spots, because I do think there could be a bite in that margin spot down there. What a beautiful morning. The mist has been coming off. It's just a lovely place to be. If you haven't been down here, I do highly recommend it. I mean, the stock in this lake is unbelievable. I mean, you're fishing for like 20 odd 40s, and the commons in here, oh my god, they're absolutely gorgeous. This will be my last session on here. Couple of sessions. I just can't wait for my new ticket to start. I'm on the folly in June the 1st to start. Really looking forward to that. It's quite an impressive stock for the size of lake. It's 8.5 acres. There's around about 20 40s in there, and at the right time of year there's possibly one that can go 50. I don't think it's going to be easy though, far from it in fact. I mean, with me working long nights, I can only arrive to the lake on a Saturday morning, which means I am going to be up against it with swim choice. But that said, there's always a chance of a move on a Sunday, because like, you know, most people go home on the Sunday, so I can see me sort of fishing 2 one-night sessions. I've actually gone and got myself one of them Titan hides to make myself a bit more mobile, instead of lugging this 2-man round that I always take with me. So yeah, it's fairly quiet. From what I can gather, I haven't seen any other fish come out this morning yet. I think there was one other fish out yesterday afternoon on that bank over there. Seems to be that like during the night they push up to the top end of the lake. It's a lot shallower up there, and then back down towards the afternoon. Come down here. The fish in this lake follow the sun around. They are dominated by the sun in here. I'm told as well they do like to get on the wind. I've not witnessed that myself yet, but I can see that they do follow the sun round. I'm not going to waffle on too much. I'll keep you updated, let me know how it's going.
Go, first fish from Bluebell Lakes. This was actually caught from Bluebell Lake on the surface. 21.5. Good way to get off the mark. Decent result.
Well done, mate.
Cheers.
Morning everyone. Well, I tell you what, it's been a bloody hard slog. Yesterday I lost a fish on a zig. I was fishing 14 foot of water. I was fishing at 12 foot. It was fairly close in. It's just on the drop off. As it starts to drop off, it gradually goes down into 18 foot coming off of this shelf here. And I noticed quite a few fish pushing closer in. I was feeding dog biscuits and little riser pellets over the top. So I swung them in really up just as it was starting to come up the shelf, so it was sitting a couple of foot below the water. One of them rattled off. I lost it. Absolutely gutted. But we was bang at it all day yesterday. Callum, who was next to me, I mean you seen him have that one out of the lake behind us. But we've been bang at it, non-stop all day. You can really tell these fish are pressured in here. They're very wise. I mean, I scaled right down to a 9 pound 9.8 breaking strain Fox Ziggerliner line. That's what I was using. And even then, they can tell which one's the hook bait. You cast as soon as you put that float out there. I don't know if it's the float or what, but they don't even hook themselves. I had a couple of light that I wasn't sure if they took it or there wasn't, but you've just got to strike. Yeah, it's definitely not easy, this place. And we're running out of time. Going home today. Tell you what though, if you've never been here, it's well worth coming. There's some gorgeous looking fish in here. Big fish as well. You're talking at 20 odd 40s in this lake. That's impressive. Gonna keep persevering. I'll keep you posted if anything happens. Right, so I'll just quickly show you what's around me. So this is starting from my swim. This is the Rats. This is one of the point swims. You get 75 yards in front of this swim you can fish to. And I'll just spin you around, show you how close Bluebell is on this bank. That there where's Callum's fishing. And then that's Bluebell just behind us there. There's quite a lot of fish in there. Well, I just got something going in the corner of Bluebell here, which is directly behind my swim. Got them milling around on the surface. I've just managed to snare one. It's just gone £15 too, only a small fish, but very happy when you sat there blanking. It's been caught a few times, this fish, let me tell you. It's got a bit of a pug nose on him. But give a good account of himself, tried to get me in the trees and all sorts. Lovely, let's slip him back. There we go, look, another little one. £12.8 this one. Let's get him up. There you are. Whoa. Here we go. Another little common. £12.8 this one. Give a good account of himself for the size as well. Had to bully him out from under that tree again. Lovely. Let's slip him back.
Here it is then, the last fish from Bluebell, all packed up ready to go. Managed to catapult a couple of dog mixes in this Bluebell lake behind Kingfisher. There's quite a few feeders, so float a rod on the surface and within 15 minutes caught my last little mirror. What a way to finish.
Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Right, I've got to be quick because the camera's just about to go flat. I've gone through 3 batteries since I've been here. Session's come to an end. It's not been easy. It's a challenge here. But I've enjoyed it. At least I've had a Kingy original. A couple of fish out of Bluebell. What more can I ask for, really? Next time you see me, I should be starting my new syndicate at the Folly. So hopefully it's going to be a good year. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you on a bank sometime.